How was it?
It was turbulent. It's totally turbulent, bro.
Okay, this is our last day here at Bay Pines RV Park, and we're just kind of talk about, I guess, lessons learned. So, what do you think first?
Well, I know how to pull a trailer now.
She pulled her trailer for the first time.
The whole way here. Wasn't that scary?
She thought it was going to be a lot scarier than what it actually is, which I think is everybody's experience. So I think overall you're comfortable with it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there you go. Let's see. Backing in. I'm still the one that backs in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think you're too comfortable with that yet.
And I need to learn how to help him back in a little bit better.
Yeah, honestly, having cell phones and having
Yes.
the Bluetooth in the truck makes all the difference. You can communicate really well. If you're an area without cell service, I'd suggest some walkie-talkies. Of course, we still haven't invested in any good ones, so maybe that's our next buy. Some walkie-talkies. Let's see. Oh, setup.
Okay, so a really good key to a good marriage is make sure that you can get along when setting up a trailer.
Yeah, it's true what they say on those t-shirts. Sorry what I said when I was trying to back in the trailer. Didn't work. That didn't happen with us. It was just we have different people have different love languages. We have different setup languages.
Yes.
So I'm a one task at a time. Let's get it level. Let's hook up the electricity. Let's hook up the water. Let's hook up the sewer. Let's do one thing at a time. And
I, on the other hand, am let's get the camp stove out. Let's get the rug and the couch or the chairs. Let's get all this stuff so we can be comfy. And delegating things to the kids to do so that way we can just be done. When everything else is done with the trailer, we're done outside. We can sit and relax. Part of the delegator part of me, I guess.
Which it works, I think, overall. It worked out really well. I think we just have different styles we got to get used to.
And some tweaking.
Yeah, and this was our second trip. So
Yeah.
honestly, trying to figure out exactly what we're going to be packing in the truck and what we're going to be putting into the trailer and what we're going to be, how we're going to be organizing everything. I think we're still trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
And exactly what it's going to look like once we're all packed up, ready to go. So I think that's a whole nother ball game that I think you really have to try to figure out how you're going to be packed up, how you're going to have everything squared away, but then be okay with having to rethink that all together and having to throw whatever organization you initially had out the window and go for something completely different, simply because what you had wasn't working.
Right.
So I think that's a biggie.
Definitely.
So we came here with her family. So we had her parents traveling behind us in their travel trailer. And I think just be wary if you're traveling with elderly parents. They do. Sorry.
A lot.
And I don't mean that in any bad way for anybody that's watching this that's elderly or over age. There's a lot of bathroom stops or a lot of stops because, I'm hurting, we need to switch drivers. I think that just comes with the territory and what was initially probably going to be a 5-hour drive here took us 6, which by car is a 4-hour drive. So really not that bad. And we still arrived in the daylight. So we weren't, packing away at night and trying to get all set up at night, which I think I would absolutely hate. Okay, so again, setting up, just because you're level doesn't mean your stairs are going to be level. That was interesting. We have the stairs that go all the way down to the ground. They're metal. They're awesome. They're super sturdy, but it does not mean that they're going to be level when the trailer is. And the little feet that act as levelers can sometimes actually be in the way. and be more of a hindrance than anything. So we had to do that just so we could shut the door. So that's one, I guess, drawback to those kind of stairs. Instead of just them pulling out, you know, we have to bring them down and hope that they're level. Things we forgot. So you're always going to forget something. Luckily, we're not boondocking. We're in Morro Bay, so we were able to go to a grocery store when we needed. I think we forgot some ingredients for dinner one night, right? So it happens. And if you're boondocking, I guess you're just gonna make do with what you got. And if you're camping in the forest, then you're gonna make do. But luckily enough, we were by a store and we were able to pick up some groceries and some extra stuff that we wanted.
And then where we stayed, this park is amazing. Beautiful views.
Yes.
Staff here are friendly. They're super nice. They actually are from our hometown, so that was pretty cool. We were able to kind of, you live where? Where's that street? Oh, I'm familiar with that. It was really kind of cool to be able to kind of bond with someone, I guess. Fabulous facilities. The bathrooms were immaculate.
Oh, clean.
Super clean.
Bathrooms.
They actually clean
you know
them
about
3
me and
times a
bathrooms.
day.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no. I was perfectly fine using their restrooms, and they were super clean. You know, as you can see, we have, you know, the whole park. It's not a huge park, but it had a very cool heated swimming pool, had a spa. There's permanent residents here, and there's, you know, people that store the trailer here. Honestly, this was the 3rd park that I called when we were trying to book Morro Bay, and the others were full, and this one actually had some openings, which I guess is a rarity. This place is pretty full, and sometimes full up to a year, so we really lucked out being able to get a place here. And honestly, I think this is where I'd want to stay anytime I'm coming to Morro Bay.
Most definitely.
It's a cool park. It's just off the highway, so it's not like, you know, you're not hearing the freeway all the time, but it's off the trail enough to where you're not getting a bunch of the tourists coming around, and there's honestly no traffic to deal with on this side of town, versus being near the Embarcadero where the other ones were. There was so much traffic, especially on, was it Saturday?
Oh yes.
But honestly, this park, it was just really nice overall, and you know, just the views you got in the morning of the mountains and the area and going out to the ocean were awesome. You didn't have an absolute direct view of the ocean, but man, you had some really pretty views around here. So it was so worth it. But while we were here, we ended up going to the beach near Morro Rock, which was cool. They had lifeguards out. They had a lot of people out there surfing and swimming and everything else. Logan really enjoyed it. Boys enjoyed it.
Dog enjoyed the dog beach.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
So day 2, we went to the dog beach, which was kind of almost to Cayucos, and it was just off the highway. It was really, really cool. I got some really cool shots of the ocean, and Leia, honestly, I think she just loved being off the leash, and she loved playing with all the other dogs. She's not a big socialization type dog, but I think this trip honestly kind of broke her out of that shell, and she likes to be a lot more social with dogs. Some dogs more than others. So you know, your dog, even if you have a social dog, they're not going to be social with every dog, just like humans aren't social with every human. And we just, the boys found like tons of sand dollars there. It wasn't super crowded. It was honestly, I think, you know, really cool beach. It didn't have as many like really big waves necessarily as near Morro Rock. But it was a cool spot just to sit and relax. I think we all got sunburned a little bit, so pack your hat.
Some sunscreen. Because even in the clouds, you will get burned.
Yeah, this whole time it was kind of overcast while we were here, but honestly, man, I love this weather. I love Morro Bay, and this was a cool, fun trip. Let's see, what else? Check this place out if you get a chance. I'd say book well in advance. Again, can't talk more about the clean bathrooms. The bathrooms were immaculately clean.
And the showers were amazing.
Yes. water
For
pressure.
a tall person with thick hair, it's very important.
Yeah. So
I've not even had that good of a shower in a hotel room. So that's saying something right there.
second trip in the books.
Yep. That
Next
was
trip,
amazing.
San Benito.
Yes, San Benito.
Okay, join us for our next trip. Head to San Benito. As always, keep traveling.